right, everybody, welcome to the next game in the 2022 New York Yankees payoff pitch replay. We have now made it into June. I've done one thing that's a little bit unprecedented, at least for me, and that is I skipped a game. And I'll explain what I mean in just a second. I just finished the Yankees and Tampa Bay series. Last video, Tampa Bay beat the Yankees. The Yankees got revenge, took the 3 out of the last 4 to win that series from Tampa Bay. Then they had that ended on May the 30th. On May 31st, they had the first game of the Angels schedule, which they have a game between the Angels and the Yankees, game 1 of the series, and usually I'll always do the game 1 of the series. But I figure with Shohei Ohtani, might want to show him instead. So, game 1 of the series, I will play later. And they had a rain out on June the 1st. Today is June the 2nd. This is actually game 1 of a doubleheader. I'm only playing the one game. I'm not doing the doubleheader, obviously. Just the one game, but it is Shohei Ohtani getting the start against Nestor Cortes. Those are the 2 starting pitchers in today's game. So that's what we're going to go with. See the lineups, the benches, and the bullpens. Now, since it is a doubleheader, they did add, the Yankees were allowed to add a 26th player, as was the Angels. Florial is that 26th player for the Yankees. I forgot to add on the 26th player for the Angels, but it's actually Ryan Aguilar. So he got cut off down there, but he's actually active for this doubleheader game. So we are ready to go here, Yankees. Let's get there before we start the game. Let's get the updated standings, where they're at right now. They've won 3 in a row, and they are now 30-19 on the season. They hold a 2.5 game lead over Tampa Bay. Toronto is 4 games back. Baltimore slipped 5.5, and Boston is way out of there. And the Angels are not very good in the West, so not too worried about them. Starting pitcher for today's game is Nestor Cortes, and he's doing very well for himself. In 9 starts, he is 3-1 with a 2.49 ERA, 50 2/3 innings pitched, 44 hits, 12 walks, and 47 strikeouts. So start number 10. Montgomery's had 10 starts. Cole has had 10 starts. This is start number 10 for Cortes. All right. In case your Aaron Judge fans are out there wondering how he's doing, Aaron Judge is up to 22 home runs. He really liked Tampa Bay pitching and kind of beat up on them a little bit. So he's up to 22 home runs in 180 at-bats, 46 games. 22 home runs, only 39 runs batted in, so a lot of his home runs were solo shots, and he's hitting 244. However, he has struck out 62 times, which can be a little alarming as well, but that's modern baseball for you. So, it's getting a little muggy in here. Let me turn the fan on here and see if I can get some cooler air in here. Don't want Tabby or Gracie the dog to get overheated, or myself for that matter. All right, so I'm looking at the computer, and it looks like everything is about as good as I'm going to be able to get it. Try to take some of this glare off if I can. I think it's the best I'm going to be able to do with it. Like I said, it's when I'm doing live, I don't get the full 1080p like I do when I'm recording, but that's just kind of how it is. So we are ready to go. Nestor Cortes is on the mound for the Yankees, and leading off for the Angels will be Taylor Ward. He is the right fielder for this game. We have Yankee colored dice since they are the home team. And we will be ready to go. Actually, it should be back this way, shouldn't it? All right, we got an 8, which is tough, and I'm sorry, I got the wrong dice. I need an extra D10. I had the wrong dice. My bad. My bad. Let me get an extra D10. I was missing a D10. That's what I was missing. I had 3 D6s by mistake. So in my haste to get Yankee colors, I forgot to get the right kind of dice. So now we're set. Try this again. All right, we got a 7, which is in play, and an 84. In play 84 is going to be a ground ball to short. One away as Ward grounds to Marwin Gonzalez, the shortstop, for out number 1. That's going to bring up Shohei Ohtani, the hitter. Of course, he has his own hitting card and his own pitching card. And he's up to the plate against Cortes. We get a 9, which is tough, 64 against a left-hander. That's a strikeout. So Shohei is going to strike out for out number 2. 2 down, and that'll bring up Mike Trout. Hello, Joel. How you doing? Nestor Cortes delivers a 9 is tough, 34, and that's another strikeout for Nestor Cortes. He strikes out Ohtani and Trout on back-to-back pitches. And at the end of half an inning of play, it's the Angels nothing, and the Yankees coming to bat. And Shohei Ohtani finishing up the warm-up tosses. And for the Yankees leading things off, it'll be Matt Carpenter, the designated hitter in today's game. Let me read some of the Yankee stats to you as they come up. Now, Carpenter's a recent signee, so he doesn't have too many plate appearances, but what he has so far, he is hitting 167, no homers and 1 run driven in 12 at-bats. He's 2 for 12. Does have a double. Here's Ohtani. 2 is in the wheelhouse on Ohtani, 31. That is long, and that is gone. Matt Carpenter greets Shohei Ohtani. First pitch here at Yankee Stadium, and he takes Ohtani deep as Ohtani found his wheelhouse on the 2, and the Yankees grab a 1-0 lead. All right, as I said, Aaron Judge showed him earlier. He is hitting 244, 22 homers, 39 driven in. Ohtani trying to recover. 8 is tough, 07. That's a good way to recover as he strikes out Aaron Judge. So 1 down, and that's going to bring up Anthony Rizzo. Rizzo on the season hitting a .199, 6 homers, 24 driven in. Ohtani 7 is patient, 90. But that's out of range. That's going to be a ground ball to second. Handled easily over there by the second baseman Rengifo. And there's 2 up and 2 down after the home run. Brings up cleanup hitter Gleyber Torres, second baseman. Ohtani, 8 is tough, 72, and that's going to be out of range. That's going to be a ground ball to second. Rengifo will handle it again. Innings over. So the Yankees strike first on a Matt Carpenter leadoff home run. Then Ohtani settles in, but at the end of 1, it's 1-0 Yankees from the stadium. And Nestor Cortes back out. Be facing Matt Duffy, third baseman. Or actually, yeah, third baseman, I'm sorry. Followed by Rengifo and Stassi. Cortes 7 is in play, 23, and that's a base hit against the lefty. So base hit for Matt Duffy. He will get the base hit to lead off the top of the second as the Angels try to get that lead back or at least tie the game. Here's Rengifo, the second baseman. Cortes 6 is tough, 60. That's going to be a fly ball to right field. So Rengifo tries to go the opposite way, but an easy fly ball to Gallo for out number 1. Brings up the catcher, Max Stassi. Cortes 12 is patient, 91 though is out of range. 91 is a ground ball to short, and with a 12, that means the lead runner or the guy on first advances. The only play is at first base. When you roll 11 or a 12, the runner gets to the base, and the only play is at first. So that's going to be, it's going to go 6-3 for out number 2, but Duffy will take second base. So Duffy is in scoring position with 2 outs for Jared Walsh. Walsh, the first baseman in tonight's game. Cortes, 6 is tough, 12, and that's a strikeout to end. I'm sorry, to make it, that does end the inning, my bad. That was the third out. So no runs, a hit, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the second, still 1-0 Yankees. As Ohtani will come back out. And Ohtani will be facing DJ LeMahieu to start it off. LeMahieu had been injured for a little bit, just came back recently. Has played much of the season, though, so his actual numbers, he is hitting .244, 6 homers, 17 driven in. They have Josh Donaldson on the injured list right now. He comes back in the next game. Or the next day, I should say. 3 is ballpark. 19, that's in the wheelhouse for DJ LeMahieu. Against a righty, he needs a 1-23 for a home run. 56 or less is a hit. That's a 58. He just missed it. 58's a ground ball to third. And so LeMahieu got his pitch and missed it. May not get too many of those out from Ohtani. Got to take advantage while you can, but instead he just grounds it to Duffy at third for out number 1. And here's Mr. Struggler, Joey Gallo. Gallo is really struggling, hitting .095, 2 homers, 7 runs driven in. In 116 at-bats, he has struck out 55 times. Ohtani, 7 is patient, 34. That's a walk, so Joey Gallo will draw the free pass. 1 out walk to Gallo. Brings up the left fielder, Aaron Hicks. Switch hitter, and Hicks on the season, hitting .237, 3 homers, 20 driven in. 8 is tough, 69. Tough 69 is going to be a ground ball to second. That's an 8. He's an 8, but he's only a 7, so it's a fielder's choice. 4-6. Fielder's choice. Hicks will reach. There are now 2 outs. And it's going to bring up catcher Jose Trevino. Trevino against Ohtani. 5 is tough, 94, and that's way out of range. 94 is ground ball to short. That will end the inning. Nothing doing there. No runs, no hits, no errors, and a man left. At the end of 2, it is still the Yankees 1 and the Angels nothing. And that will send up Juan Lagares to lead things off for the Halos. Followed by Andrew Velasquez, and then the top of the order, Taylor Ward. My bad, Taylor Ward. Cortes. 10 is patient, 40, and that's going to be a triple for Juan Lagares. 25-46 against a lefty is a triple. So Juan Lagares hits a leadoff triple. And just like that, the Angels very close to tying this game right back up. Here is Andrew Velasquez. The Yankees will play back. They need outs. They don't want to give up a big inning. So they will lay back to get the out. Cortes, 9 is tough, 87. Tough 87 against a lefty is going to be ground ball to short. Ground ball to short. And with the infield back, that's going to score the run. So we have a tie game at 1. We are tied at 1. RBI ground out by Velasquez. Flips the order over to Taylor Ward. Now the bases are empty with 1 out. Cortes, 5 is tough, 55, and that's going to be a base hit off of Cortes. That'll be Taylor Ward base hit. 2d6s are a 5. His steal is a 2, so he cannot steal. But he reaches on the 1-out single. And now that brings up Shohei Ohtani. He struck out his first chance. 5 is tough. 13 is going to strike out again. So Ohtani 0 for 2 with 2 Ks at the plate. And now it's up to Mike Trout. Trout also a strikeout victim his first time. 7 is in play, but it's an 84. And that will be a ground ball to short to end the inning. We'll call it a 6-4 fielder's choice. Not that it matters. But the Angels take a chance and end up tying this game. Leadoff triple by Lagares. Ground out by Velasquez ties the game at 1 as we go to the bottom of the third. Shohei Ohtani now maybe get another life with the score tied. Here's Marwin Gonzalez. 5 is tough. 37, that's a strikeout. Gonzalez out on strikes. One away for Matt Carpenter. Carpenter led off the game with a home run his first time up. We get a 6, which is tough. 11, that's another strikeout for Ohtani. 2 down. 2 up and 2 down for Aaron Judge. Ohtani, 7 is patient. 0-5, that'll be a walk. So Aaron Judge draws a 2-out walk. Keep the inning going for Anthony Rizzo. Rizzo grounded to second his first time up. Oops, Suadice. Let's redo that. We get a 3, which is ballpark 16. That's in the wheelhouse for Anthony Rizzo. A 1-57, and it is gone. Say goodbye to Hollywood. That is gone. A 2-run homer from Anthony Rizzo. And for Rizzo, that is home run number 7. RBIs 25 and 26. The Yankees lead it 3-1. Go for ball bites Ohtani again. Hello, RJL. How are you doing? Figured I'd sneak a live one in while you were taking the day off. All right, here's Gleyber Torres. Ohtani trying to recover. 7 is patient. 28, that's going to be a walk. So Ohtani still trying to shake things off. Has now given up the walk to Torres. And that'll bring up DJ LeMahieu. LeMahieu grounded to third his first trip. 7 is patient again. 43, another walk. So Ohtani can't get out of that patient. And that got patient in the 7 position. That's a tough position to have it in. It's his only patient on his card, but it's right in the smack dab in the middle. And that can certainly cause problems. All right, runners at first and second with 2 outs, and that'll bring up Joey Gallo, who walked his first time up. Speaking of walks. Ohtani, another 7. Patient again, but this time it's a 93. So he gets a break. It's a fly to right, and that'll end the inning. But the 2-run homer from Anthony Rizzo has given the Yankees a 3-1 lead over the Angels and Shohei Ohtani. Nestor Cortes back out. Will be facing Duffy, Rengifo, and Stassi for the Angels here in the top of the 4th. The Yankees in that last inning, they got 2 runs. They did it on just the 1 hit. There were 3 walks in the inning, and 2 were left on base. And Tabby's being quiet and good, so hopefully she'll stay that way. Cortes to Duffy. 9 is tough. 74. Tough 74 is a ground ball to second, easily handled by Gleyber Torres, and there's 1 away. So Duffy is retired, and that brings up Rengifo. Cortes, another 9 is tough again. 25 struck him out. So Cortes energized by the run support. 2 up and 2 down for Max Stassi. 10 is patient. 61 against a lefty. That's going to be out of range. 61 against a righty would have been a double. 61 against the lefty is going to be a fly to right to end the inning. So 3 up and 3 down go the Angels in the 4th. Yankees still hold a 3-1 lead over the Angels. This game was played June the 2nd, first game of a doubleheader. Of course, I'm not playing a doubleheader, but it's the first game of a doubleheader, as they had a rain out the day before. All right, here is Aaron Hicks to lead it off. Reach on the fielder's choice his first time up. 8 is tough. 0-7, that's a strikeout. Aaron Hicks with the whiff. 1 down for Trevino. Trevino grounded to short his first chance. 9 is tough again. 35, and that's going to be a base hit for Trevino. 28-45 is a single. So Trevino gets the base hit. 1 out single, and that brings up the switch hitting Marwin Gonzalez, third baseman. Actually, shortstop in today's game. Struck out his first chance. Ohtani, 8 is tough. 99. That's a fly to left for out number 2. And now we flip the order to Carpenter. He's been feast or famine. He homered in the first, struck out in the third. 12 is defense. First defensive check of the game. 54 says we are checking the error chance of the second baseman, Rengifo. So we go to Rengifo. And his error chance at second base, he's a 1, worst you can have. So we go to Yankee Stadium. A 1 means a 1 to 60 will be an error. Anything over 60, he makes the play. And it's an 0-3, so it's definitely an error. And a 7, the second baseman's a 1 base error. So Carpenter will reach on the E4. Ohtani thought he was out of the inning. But the inning continues for Aaron Judge. Judge has struck out and walked. Ohtani, 5 is tough, 87. That's going to be a ground ball to short to end the inning. So Ohtani pitches around the error. And for the Yankees, no runs, a hit, 1 error, and 2 left. So the end of 4, it is still 3-1 Yankees over the Halos. Cortes back out. His fatigue is a 6, same as Ohtani. And here's Jared Walsh. Now Ohtani's already given up 3 runs, so once we hit the 6th inning, he would be considered fatigued. So I'm going to take him out after 5 innings. I don't want to deal with a fatigue pitching card. Here's Cortes. Another Suadice. Let's retry again. 8 is tough. 0-0. We got a rare play. Tough rare play with the bases empty. So we go to bases empty and a tough chance on the chart. Bases empty, tough. All right, let's roll and see what we get. Bases empty, tough. We get a 56. Bases empty, tough. 56. Bases empty, tough, and a 56. It's right here. It says batter swings at wild pitch that gets past catcher. Record strikeout and check if batter is safe at first or out by rolling 2d6s. If the dice result is equal or less than the batter's run rating, the batter beats the throw to first base. Batting team gets an extra out. If the dice result is greater than the run rating, catcher throws batter out at first to complete the strikeout. Recorded play as normal. Okay, so the speed of Walsh is a 5. So if the 2d6 is total more than 5, then he will be out. And they do. So Walsh is out. The out's going to go 2-3. It's a strikeout that's recorded 2-3. As Trevino had to throw to Rizzo to complete the out. So 1 away, and that brings up Juan Lagares. Cortes, 5 is tough, 52, and just missed it. That goes to 47. 52 is a ground ball to third. So ground ball to third for out number 2. Brings up Andrew Velasquez. 7 is in play, 90, and that's going to be a ground ball to short to end the inning. 3 up and 3 down go the Halos. We go the bottom of the 5th. Still 3-1 Yankees. And this will be Ohtani's last inning. Of course, he'll stay in the game as DH, but with the Ohtani rule, but he will come out as a pitcher. And he's going to face Rizzo, who tagged him for a 2-run homer his last time up. We get a 10, which is in play 94, and that's going to be a fly to right field. One down as the right fielder, Ward, puts it away. For Gleyber Torres. Torres, 0 for 1 with a walk. Ohtani, 6 is tough, 43. Struck him out. Ohtani out on, gets Torres out on strikes. 2 up and 2 down for DJ LeMahieu. He's also 0 for 1 with a walk. 6 is tough, 15. Struck him out. So Ohtani's going to go out with a bang. 3 up and 3 down go the Yankees in the 5th. And at the end of 5, it is 3-1 favor of the Yankees. That's going to be it for Ohtani, though, due to fatigue. Cortes is okay. He's only given up 1 run, so he's still okay. He will not be fatigued yet. And Taylor Ward is your batter. Let's total up what Ohtani gave up. Gave up 3 runs, both of them, all 3 of them on home runs. Two home runs, a solo shot and a 3-run shot. His trouble was he walked 4 batters. And one of those walks came before the home run, obviously. Struck out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 strikeouts. 1, 2, 3. I only have him for 3 hits allowed. 2 home runs and a single, so he only gave up 3 hits. But the walks were his undoing. So the final line score on Ohtani, 5 innings pitched, 3 hits, 3 runs they were earned, 4 walks, 6 strikeouts, and of course those 2 home runs. 2 home runs were a killer. All right. So now Taylor Ward is your batter. 5 is tough. 25, that's a strikeout by Cortes. He's just rolling along. And here comes Ohtani. He's 0 for 2 with 2 Ks. That's a 6, which is tough 80. And tough 80 is a fly to center. That's 2 down. So Ohtani 0 for 3. So Ohtani having a rough day. He's 0 for 3, and he's set to take the loss as a pitcher. Unless the Angels can turn it around. Here's Trout. He's 0 for 2 as well. 10 is patient. 0-8. That'll be a walk to Mike Trout. So a 2-out walk to Trout. Keeps the inning going for Matt Duffy. Eight is tough. 14 struck him out. That's going to end the inning. So no runs, a hit, no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left. Go to the bottom of the 6th. It is still 3-1 Yankees, and the Angels will need a new pitcher. So we'll see if they're going to bring in. Coming up for the Yankees is Gallo, Hicks, and Trevino. Left switch and right, followed by another switch and a left. So I think they're going to go to a lefty out of the bullpen. And they have 3 to choose from. They have Jonathan Diaz, Aaron Loop, or Jose Quijada. They'll go with Jose Quijada. So Quijada will be coming on to pitch for the Angels in back of Ohtani. Quijada. And leading off, it'll be Joey Gallo. The struggling Joey Gallo, no less. Quijada, 4 is patient, 35, and that'll be a walk. One thing Quijada has there is a lot of walks on his, a lot of patience on his card. 21 walks in 40 2/3 innings. That's why. But he's got some strikeouts too. Look at that tough 6 through 9. So feast or famine, I guess. Here's Aaron Hicks. Quijada, 7 is tough. 16 struck him out. So you take the good with the bad, I guess, if you're the Angels. 1 down for Trevino. 8 is tough. 0-5, another strikeout. So after the leadoff walk, 2 quick strikeouts, and here comes Marwin Gonzalez, shortstop, giving Kiner Falefa the day off. 9 is tough again. 17, he struck him out. So he struck out the side after a leadoff walk. So that's why he was in there. He's going to go his 1 inning, walk 1, strike out 3, give up nothing else. That'll be it for Quijada. His evening is done. Cortes is going to come back out to start the 7th inning. Why not? He's leading 3-1. So it makes sense to do so. Top of the 7th we go. Rengifo, Stassi, and Walsh, the 3 to step to the plate for the Angels in this inning. Now we're in the 7th, so pinch hitters are a possibility. Cortes, 12 is patient, 66, and that's out of range. 66 is going to be a ground ball to second. Handled by Torres, 1 away. So Rengifo is out of there. Here's Max Stassi. Only run for the Angels was a triple by Lagares back in to lead off the 3rd. Then he scored on the ground out by Velasquez. But that's been the bulk of the Angel offense. Cortes, 12 again is patient. 77. Again, it's out of range. It's a fly to center. So Cortes getting some lucky rolls on those D10s to avoid some disastrous locations. Here's Jared Walsh. 8 is tough. 08 struck him out. So that's going to do it for Cortes. They're going to cap him at 7 innings. Very well done. 7 innings pitched, only 1 run. In fact, we'll get the totals for him officially. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. He only allowed 3 hits and a run, which was earned. Let's see. He walked just the 1. He walked Trout in the previous inning. That was the only walk. Struck out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 strikeouts. That's what I got him for. So that's the score for Cortes. 7 innings pitched, 3 hits, 1 run, a walk, 9 strikeouts. And of course, he is eligible to be the winner as long as the Yankees do not relinquish the lead. All right, for the Angels, they will get a new pitcher. Coming up for the Yankees, it's Carpenter, Judge, and Rizzo. 2 out of 3 are lefties, so they're going to another left-hander out of the pen. And it's going to be Aaron Loop. So Aaron Loop will be coming on to pitch for the Angels. Here in the bottom of the 7th of a 3-1 game. And leading off will be Carpenter, designated hitter. Hamels and Porcello tomorrow night. Divisional Series, Texas, Boston, 2016 Inside Pitch, RJL Network. Be there, be square, as he says. All right. I may be at a high school football game, but again, they're calling for rain here, so if that's the case, I won't be at that game. I'll be at home, and I'll be able to watch. If not, I'll have to catch it on the replay. All right, here is Carpenter against Loop. 6 is Patient, 54. And that's going to be a base hit, single for Matt Carpenter. Carpenter now 2 for 3. Home run and a single. He leads things off with a base hit. Judge at 22 home runs on the season, but no home runs yet in this game. But that could change. Here's Loop. 8 is tough, 41. That's going to be a strikeout, though. So Judge out on strikes, 1 away. We'll send up Anthony Rizzo. 3 is Patient, 05. That'll be a walk. And so Loop is having some issues. And that may be it for Loop. He has faced his 3 batters. But with righties coming up, I think they're going to take Loop out of there. He goes a third of an inning, gives up a hit and a walk. But the 2 runners on base are his responsibility. So he'll be coming out of the game. With Gleyber Torres coming on, the Angels will go to a right-hander out of the pen. And let's see who they want to go to get out of this mess. They're going to go to Jamie Berea, or Jaime Berea. I'm not sure if it's Jamie or Jaime or something else, but that's what I'm going to go with, Berea. So Berea is going to come on and try to get out of the mess that Aaron Loop has put the Angels in against Gleyber Torres. 3 is tough. 50 struck him out. That's a good way to start. Gets the strikeout of Torres for out number 2. And it sets it up for DJ LeMahieu if the Yankees want to pad the lead. Berea, 6 is tough. 71, that's going to be out of range. That is a ground ball to second. Rengifo has it, and the inning is over. So Berea did his job. 2/3 of an inning. A strikeout, nothing else. He will come out, and they'll have somebody else pitch in the bottom of the 8th. So nothing doing for the Yankees in the 7th. It is still 3-1, and we need a new pitcher for the Yankees, as Cortes gave them all they could have possibly asked for, I think. Coming up for the Angels, it is Lagares, Velasquez, and Ward. Right, switch, and right. So they're going to a right-hander out of the pen. And the right-hander out of the pen will be Miguel Castro. Miguel Castro is going to come on and pitch for the Yankees, and I'll get the numbers on Castro on the season replay, which are not very good. So they're hoping he can turn it around against the weak-hitting Angels lineup. But Castro, look at his numbers real quick on the season. Right here, he is 1-0, but his ERA is 5.14 in 18 games, 14 innings pitched, 15 hits, 11 walks, 14 strikeouts, a 1.86 WHIP. So not all that impressive, but he's going to try to turn it around. Hello, Beatles. How are you doing? Nice to see you this evening. We go to the top of the 8th. Juan Lagares will lead it off against Castro. Tabby is resting. Well, she's kind of grooming herself right now, Beatles, so hopefully she will behave. She's on the floor to the side, so hopefully she won't get in the way. We shall see. Hopefully that's what will happen. But then again, Beatles, imagine if she got up on the table. That counts. Castro, 8 is in play, 22. That's a base hit for Lagares. So Lagares seems to be the only offense the Angels know. He tripled and scored in the 3rd for the only run for the Angels, and now he leads off with a single against Castro. And that'll bring up Velasquez, although we are, like I said, we're in the 8th inning, so pinch hitting is certainly a possibility. Velasquez only a 183 hitter against right-handed pitching. And they could go to somebody a little bit better and then try to find another shortstop. The question is, do they have another shortstop? Yes, they do. Tyler Wade could play short. They're going to pinch hit with Brandon Marsh and then let Tyler Wade take over as shortstop. That's the plan of action for the Angels in this one. So Velasquez is going to come out. Wade will take over at short, and Marsh will do the pinch hitting. So Marsh is in to try to see what he can do against Castro. Castro, 6 is patient, 55, and that's a hit by pitch. So Brandon Marsh, a pinch hit by pitch. And Castro again continues to struggle. And Wade will be in the pinch run for Marsh now. And he'll take over at short. Wrong base running thing there. All right, so a single and a hit by pitch. Castro does have to face Ward, but with the lefty Ohtani on deck, the Yankees have Lucas Luque, a lefty in their pen, ready to go. And so Castro's on a short leash, obviously. Castro to Ward. 6 is patient again. 82, though. He got a break. 82 is a fly to center, and that's going to be one away. But that's going to be it for Castro. He's going to go a third of an inning, give up a single and hit a batter. And the two runners on base are his responsibility. But Lucas Luque, the left-hander, will be coming on to try to deal with Ohtani with one out and the tying runs on base. The go-ahead run at the plate now in Ohtani. But he won't be facing Castro. He will be facing Lucas Luque, and we'll get the numbers on Luque for you. Luque, so far in the replay, one of the better Yankee relievers so far. He is 3-1 with one save and a 1.83 ERA. This is game number 22 for him. He's thrown 19 2/3 innings, given up 14 hits, 1 walk, and 22 strikeouts. An incredible walk to strikeout ratio right there. 1 walk to 22 strikeouts. His whip is a .76. So the Yankees feel comfortable bringing in Lucas Luque to deal with Shohei Ohtani. But you never know what might happen. So 1 out, tying runs are on base. Luque pitching to Ohtani. 6 is tough, 53. And against the lefty, that's a strikeout for Ohtani. And he has the hat trick. He has struck out 3 times in this game. So he's having a rough night. He's about to be the losing pitcher, and he's got a hat trick with 3 strikeouts. But now, not out of the woods yet, because you got Mike Trout to deal with. And he can give the Angels the lead with 1 swing of the bat. So Luque has to be careful. 7 is patient, 64. And that's a walk. That's going to load the bases. Bases are full of Angels. Angel in every cloud. As Trout walks to load the bases. And that brings up Matt Duffy. Second walk of the game for Trout. Duffy's 1 for 3 with a single in the second. Grounded to second in the fourth, struck out in the sixth. Luque has to settle down. Bases loaded, 2 outs. This is the time for the Angels to do something if they're ever going to do it. Luque, 10, tough, 81. That's going to be a fly to center to end the inning. So Lucas Luque pitches out of the mess. He goes 2/3 of an inning. A walk and a strikeout, nothing else. And that's going to set things up in the 9th for Mr. Holmes, their closer. But the Yankees also have the bottom of the 8th to try to extend the lead. That's also a possibility. In the bullpen for the Angels, they will have to go to their bullpen. And they're going to go to, see, it's Gallo, Hicks, and Trevino, left-right switch, so it really doesn't matter. They're going to go to Jimmy, I guess it's Herget. That's my best idea to pronounce it, is Herget. That's what I'm going with. And hopefully it's correct. I could do an ID gesture pronunciation, but I'll refrain. All right, so Joey Gallo will lead things off. He's walked twice. He's 0 for 1 with 2 walks. Herget, 5 is in play, 60, and that's going to be a ground ball to short. And the new shortstop, Wade, makes the play. It never fails. When you bring in a new defensive player, the ball will find you. And Gallo, the very first batter, the ball found him. So 1 away for Hicks. 7 is in play, 46. That's out of range. 46 is a ground ball right back to Herget. And that's 2 away for Jose Trevino. Oh, forgot to mark off Luque here, didn't I? Sure did. Not that it matters. Here's Trevino. Herget, 4 is ballpark, 79. But as a right-hander, that's only in play. Lefties, that would have been in play for lefties as well. But in play for Trevino. That's an 0-9, though. It's a base hit for Jose Trevino, a 2-out single. So even though it was in play, he managed to find that chance for a hit. And that's going to bring up the shortstop, Marwin Gonzalez, switch hitter. Herget, 11 is tough. 14 struck him out to end the inning. And for the Yankees, they got a hit. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the ninth, last chance for the Angels. And for Herget, he's going to pitch 1 inning, give up a hit, no walks and 1 strikeout, no runs. And we go to the top of the ninth, my bad. Top of the ninth. And the closer for the Yankees with Mr. Aroldis Chapman on the injured list is Clay Holmes. He had 20 saves in 2022. So Clay Holmes will be on to try to wrap this thing up for the Yankees. He'll be facing Rengifo, Stassi, and Walsh. So we'll see if they want to stick with that particular lineup. Rengifo, switch hitter, but he does not hit well against righties. Suzuki's on the bench, and so is Aguilar. But Aguilar is awful, and Suzuki doesn't hit much better. So Suzuki is worse than Rengifo, so we're just going to stick with the starters. Rengifo it is against Clay Holmes. We got a 6, which is tough, 70. Tough 70 is going to be a ground ball to second. 1 away. Going to bring up the catcher, Max Stassi. But he will be called back because Suzuki's a little bit better hitter. Not by much, but he's a 210 hitter against righties. Stassi only a 190. So Suzuki, and he would stay in the game to catch if it happens to go to the bottom of the ninth. So Kurt Suzuki, the pinch hitter for Stassi. Angels trying everything they can to try to get some runs. Suzuki against Clay Holmes. 8 is tough. 16 struck him out. Clay Holmes is not messing around. That's 2 down. Oh, I forgot to give the numbers for Clay Holmes. My bad. Meant to do that. Clay Holmes on the season. Let's check out his numbers. He is 4-0 with 3 saves and a 2.57 ERA. This is game number 22 for him. In 21 innings, he's given up 15 hits. He has walked 12, struck out 14, so the walks are a little bit alarming there, the walks. That's why his whip is 1.29. But in this game, he's doing pretty well. He's 1 out away from getting the save, which would be, if he gets it, it would be his 4th save of the season. And would improve the Yankees' overall record to 31-19. 3 is defense. That's just what the Yankees didn't need because that's usually committing errors. And that's a 28. So defense 28. Let's check the defensive results. That's the range of the center fielder, Aaron Judge. So Aaron Judge's range is being depicted here. And Aaron Judge's range is a C. So on the ballpark card, C range, 1 to 41 is going to be a hit. 42 or higher, and the game is over. It is an 88, so Judge will make the catch, and there's your ball game. Angels go down and quietly in the ninth. 1, 2, 3. And that's going to do it for this ball game. The Yankees will win it by the score of 3-1. Ohtani is your loser. Cortes is your winner. And Cortes will improve his record to 4-1 on the season. And Holmes with his 4th save. Get the line score for you in just a second. Move these cards out of the way. And we'll get the totals for you based on my score sheet. No, the Angels committed the lone error in the game was committed by the Angels. Let's see how many hits they had. 1, 2, 3, 4. They only had 4 hits. So, anemic offense for the Los Angeles Angels. 1 run and 4 hits and an error. For the Yankees, they came up with 1, 2, 3, 4. They only had 5 hits themselves, but Angel pitching did issue 6 walks, and that certainly made a difference as well. So for the Yankees, 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors. For the Angels, 1 run, 4 hits, and 1 error. Left on base real quick. Angels left on 1, 2, 3. I got them for 6 left on. So they left the bases loaded that 1 inning. Yankees have left on, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yankees leave on 9. So that's your final score. Again, this was game 1 of a doubleheader. Game 2, of course, I will play offline. And I'll go back and play the previous day's game, which was May 31st, as well, and get that out of the way. But I wanted to jump to the second game of the series because of Ohtani. I usually don't do stuff like that, but I decided to do that today just because it's Ohtani, and he's a rare commodity to be able to watch on video. And if I didn't do it that way, we would not see him on video. So, of course, he didn't live up to expectations as he was a 0 for 4 as a batter with 3 strikeouts, and he took the loss as a pitcher. So he had a rough game, and that can happen sometimes. But Yankees with the victory, 3-1 over the Angels, and they improve now, like I said, to 31-19. Now have a 3-game lead on Tampa Bay, depending on what Tampa Bay does in their games. And let's see. Coming up on the channel on Saturday, the NBC Game of the Week. Right now, it's tentatively scheduled as Oakland and Kansas City. And I don't know if there's any... I don't remember seeing any matchup that would be better for pennant race than that one. So that's what I'm kind of pretty much going with. And on the ESPN Sunday Night Baseball, it's the Astros and the Dodgers from Los Angeles, as the Astros try to get back into first place and pass those Giants who just blew past them in the standings. So, and they're both trying to fight off the Atlanta Braves as well. So I do appreciate you guys spending part of your Thursday evening with me. I know football season is going on. There's football games out there and other stuff going on. So the fact that you spent part of your Thursday evening with me is very appreciative. Tabby appreciates it, although she's kind of aloof right now and just kind of doing her own thing. I'm going to go ahead and get stuff set up for Saturday. I may not be home tomorrow night, so I'm going to try to get stuff set up for Saturday ahead of time so we're ready to go for the NBC Game of the Week, probably around noon on Saturday. It's supposed to be a real rainy and messy day here in Virginia on Saturday, so good day to stay inside, roll some dice, watch some college football and whatever. But can't really do any yard work or anything with it pouring, if it's going to be pouring down rain. So probably get a lot of dice rolling done and get some of these games under my belt. So again, appreciate you guys tuning in. Well, while the focus seems to be out a little bit on this, I don't know why it does that. I guess because I put those charts up there or whatever, but hopefully that's better. I don't know. At this point, it may not matter because the game's over. So it's just the way it goes. Like I said, when I do live, I don't always get, I can't get the 1080p, the really good 1080p like I get when I'm recording. So with this, just using my smartphone, it doesn't necessarily do everything the way I would like it to do. But we do what we can. That's a little bit better than what it was anyway. So some of my phone autofocus, I got to figure out how to fix that so it doesn't keep going out of focus on me like that. But anyway, that's going to do it from here. Thank you, Beatles and RJL. And let's see, who else did we see? Joel Turney. Thank you guys for spending part of your Thursday with me, and all the other people that watched live that did not comment, which is fine. I appreciate you tuning in. Not everybody has to comment. If you want to sit there and watch or listen or whatever, that's perfectly fine. And I do that sometimes myself, depending on my mood. So sometimes I'll just sit there and watch a game and not comment. So it's perfectly understandable. So that's going to do it from here. Hope you enjoyed that presentation of Payoff Pitch Baseball. Until next time, enjoy playing whatever game you choose to play, how you choose to play it, and I will see you all down the road. Good night, everybody.